What's good, y'all? What's good? What's good? What's good? Back at it again. So I just want to say, truth doesn't change, man. One thing that I hate, that I be kind of getting a vibe for nowadays, is that people act like truth changes. Truth doesn't change. Truth stays the same and remains the same forever. So, absolute truth, it doesn't change. Whether it's about health, whether it's about history, whether it's about anything, truth doesn't change. So a lot of people get fooled, and a lot of people get tricked, and a lot of people get bamboozled in thinking that time erases truth. All right, that they think that when time is in between, or when time separates a thing or information, when it's time in between that, or a space of time in between that and now, they think, or people have this vibe, I feel this vibe or this notion that time creates a dimming of the light of the truth. So time can be used as something in order to uh, have certain knowledge or certain information. It can like just fade to the black. You know what I mean? Because people are under this false assumption that as time goes by, that a truth isn't a truth anymore. And so I just want to say that truth doesn't change. Truth doesn't change. Truth doesn't change unless it's supported by facts and evidence that shows where the previous error was. Then that's a totally different story. You know what I mean? That's a totally different story. If you have facts and evidence proving and showing without a shadow of a doubt where the error was in the previous notion, then that's something different. But without facts and without proofs, truth doesn't change. It doesn't change. It remains the same. It remains the same. And it's like, I kind of feel like we live in a real follower type of world. A real what's trendy. That's the word I'm looking for. Trendy. What's trendy? I'm gonna tell you what's real untrendy right now. What's real untrendy right now is ancient Egypt. Ancient Egypt is very untrendy. I seen what they did. One of the first um, weapons that they used, one of the psychological warfare that took place on ancient Egypt in that history, because the powers that be didn't like it. The first weapon they used was the phrase Hotep. Okay, was the phrase Hotep. Now, first of all, you got to understand that Hotep in itself is a very powerful piece of history, because you're talking about the first known genius of the world, right, is a black man by the name of Imhotep, who was an astronomer, who was a doctor, who was a what you call it, an architect, all right, was a priest. Okay, so you talking about somebody who was a genius. This is the person who was the mastermind behind the Great Pyramid, right? And Imhotep is I come in peace, right? They supposedly it means, or they say it means, Imhotep means I come in peace, or the one who comes in peace, or the one who brings the offering, because Hotep is also an offering of peace. So if you look at the hieroglyph, it's usually, to my knowledge, it's usually a table with a loaf of bread on it. It's an offering table. You know what I mean? So, yeah, the one who comes in peace, but it's kind of the one who brings the offering. Or you know what I mean? Or if you your mind can go there. I can sit here, my mind, I can go crazy with it. You know what I'm saying? When you think about the offering and what it means, and where you usually see these type of things at. So but Hotep is the offering. It's an offering to a deity or whatever the case may be. But it's the one who comes in peace. So they took that Hotep name and they associated with something derogatory as somebody that's a lame or somebody who is, it was identifying a person who is in, lives a certain type of lifestyle, and you phrasing it in a name with a dirty vibe with it. You know what I mean? So that's the first thing that I seen. You know what I'm saying? And then what I also started to see too is that they started to equate homosexuality with Egypt. You know, really, really tough. You know, I seen it in the one dude, the rapper dude video. They just started to equate homosexuality with Egypt, and this whole, you know, it's just a lot. It's a lot of false narratives that comes along with ancient Egypt. You know, that's been pretty much embedded in most of us. You know, since the beginning of time of our existence. So, you know, truth doesn't change. You know, truth, time separates. You know, it's a lot of, the facts is out there. You know, be a fact finder, be a fact searcher, be a representative of facts, be a representative of truth, be a representative of righteousness. You know what I mean? Be a representative of that which is right. You know, stand upright. You know what I mean? Be an upright, stand up person. You know what I mean? And truth doesn't change. You know, a lot of things become trendy. What's hot now, it's not about what's hot now. It's about what you believe in. It's about, you know, what's in your heart. It's about what's important to you. You know, I see, you know, as time progresses, I see a lot of things taking place, and I'm able to see where the errors are. And this is just one little thing that I see that I don't like. Is the trendiness. You know, things is, I understand that we live in a world where things are going to be trendy, but we need to, you know, we need to kind of get it together in certain areas and realize that, you know, we can't let trendy things override actual truths that's here to stay and that is not going nowhere. You understand what I'm saying? So we don't want to go there with it. That's my bill for the day. I'm out. Y'all stay good.